Guys, Red Bit here, and we are back with another episode of SCP reading. Right, so today we are going on to SCP-85, Self-Drawn Cassie. I think that's what it's called. Hold on. Hand-Drawn Cassie. Hey, so item SCP-85. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. Revised on blank. SCP-85 is to be contained in a single chalk white bound drawing pad in a secure containment facility. Supervised contact with SCP-85 is unrestricted to all personnel with Level 2 access. All personnel coming into contact with SCP-85 are subject to searches and random psychic analysis upon entering or leaving the containment area. Absolutely no paper or canvas media are allowed to exit SCP-85's containment room. Any paper trash must be disposed of by incineration after careful inspection. Paper and other supplies are to be brought in only by authorized personnel. In case of fire, flames are smothered by using rapid atmospheric replacement and CO2 dumping system. Personnel are advised to quickly secure an oxygen mask and tank from the wall at the first sign of smoke or fire to prevent asphyxiation, as this procedure cannot be halted until all fires are suppressed. Description: SCP-85 is the result of an experiment conducted between SCP-67 and SCP-914. Using SCP-67, test subject 1101F drew a single female figure, about 15 centimeters 6 inches in height, and about 3.5 centimeters 1.5 inches wide, in summer dress with long hair pulled back into a ponytail, with the name Cassandra written underneath. Dr. Expunged proposed using SCP-914 on various settings on images created by SCP-67 using the Fine setting. The Cassandra sketch was transmuted into her present form, a sentient black and white animated young woman drawn in clean strokes. Further attempts to duplicate this result have been unsuccessful. 85 prefers to be called Cassie. She is completely sentient and, as of blank, aware of her 2D form and her limitations in the 3D world. Although her voice is inaudible, she has learned to communicate by writing text on the paper she exists on. Personnel report she is amicable and motivated, albeit lonely. SCP-85 can interact with any drawn object on the same page as if it were real. For example, she is able to wear drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages. Except for animals and people, any drawn object becomes animated when it comes into contact with 85, but immediately ceases and holds position once out of contact. Artwork initially depicted as in motion such as ocean waves and spraying trees animate to an equilibrium state and stay at rest until acted upon by SCP-85. SCP-85 has also demonstrated the ability to transfer from one sheet or image to another so long as the two are flush. In the event 85 enters a picture that does not support drawn objects such as a repeating pattern, the picture is converted to a background image. SCP-85 perceives the picture as an endless plane of the image drawn on it. At the present time, SCP-85 can only exist on paper or canvas surfaces. 85 cannot transfer onto photos, cardboard, glass, or parchment. When entering another piece of art, SCP-85 takes on the artistic style of the new environment, whether it be comic book, oil painting, watercolor, or charcoal sketching. Note, in comic form, her voice is visible as thought and voice bubbles around her head in typical comic fashion, and she moves between panels. The perspective of and her relative size are altered appropriately. Document 1. Introduction to several prints. Authorized by MC Isha. Researcher. Cassandra. This is known as ascending and descending. What do you think? At this point, SCP-85 walks a few times around the staircase. It's pretty, I guess. Would make a neat exercise track. You see nothing inconsistent with the staircase? No, as far as I can tell, it just loops around up and down all the time. Why don't more staircases do that? It's pretty neat. After this session, SCP-085 requested several impossible objects in her environment. These requests are pending O5 review. Document 2. Incident A. Prior to blank, 85 was unaware of her 2D dimensional status as a 2D dimensional object in the 3-dimensional world. Prior security protocols required that SCP-085 be kept unaware of its true nature in order to prevent psychological stress. Discrepancies with the perceived real world were presented as dreams or nightmares, and an effort was made to present 85 with a scenario in which it was the last surviving human in a post-apocalyptic world, searching for survivors. The deception was quickly broken following an incident where an SCP Foundation researcher accidentally brought a hand copy of SCP-85 Special Containment Procedure report into the facility and allowed it to connect with the artifact's current location. SCP-85 transferred to the document before the researcher could remove it and was immediately made aware of its true nature. Because of containment breach, several researchers advocated immediate destruction of the artifact. The decision was appealed to the O5 Council, in a blank-to-blank decision, advocated for SCP-85's continued existence. Since the revelation of her true nature, observers have noted that SCP-85 has begun to show signs of clinical depression. Psychotherapy has been proposed, but the nature of the artifact's state of existence may make it difficult. Some success has been had by providing SCP-85's tangible means to distract herself from her condition. In addition to the aforementioned optical illusions, 85 has expressed particular interest in a set of technical drawings for a 1964 Ford Mustang convertible. Transferring the parts one by one to a more naturalistic artwork and then assembling the vehicle by hand over a period of a year, gasoline being provided through a Norman Rockwell print of a gas station attendant. Requests for further diversions of this nature are pending O5 review and approval. So, that is Cassie, the 2D woman. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because why not? It's free. And anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, bye.